Unit 1B, Lesson 4. This lesson aligns with 1.5, 2.5, 3.1, and 3.5 in the textbook. I'm jumping around quite a bit. The standard we're going to focus on is make formal geometric constructions with a variety of tools and methods: compass and straight edge, string, reflective devices, paper folding, dynamic geometric software. So copying a segment, copying an angle, bisecting a segment, bisecting an angle, constructing perpendicular lines, including the perpendicular bisector of a line segment, and constructing a line parallel to a given line through a point not on the line. So many different things. We're not going to go through all of these in this lesson, but we're going to go through quite a few different constructions using mainly a compass. The first construction we're going to do is how to construct an angle bisector. So we start with this angle. This is an acute angle. I'm going to take the compass and put that right on the vertex. Now if I extend the compass out and construct an arc, doesn't matter how far out we go, just construct an arc. Now I'm going to take this compass and move it to each of these intersection points. I have this intersection here and here. Again, I'm going to extend my compass out, draw an arc, keep that same distance that I just used to construct that arc, and move the compass to the other point of intersection, and now make another arc going through. Now we're going to take and construct a line going from the vertex through where these arcs intersected. Okay, and that is your angle bisector for this angle. So if I would take the value of this angle, it would be congruent to the value of this angle. Okay, so that's how to construct an angle bisector using a compass. The second construction we're going to complete is how to copy a segment. So we have this blue segment above, which we're going to copy, and then we have the ray down below that we need to create another endpoint on to create that segment. So again, we're going to use a compass to complete this task. So if I drag the compass over, set it on one of the endpoints, and then extend it so that it reaches the other endpoint, I'm going to keep this distance, move the compass down below to the endpoint we have, and now I'm going to construct an arc going through the other segment. So now if I just make an endpoint where that arc intersected that ray, now we have our blue segment that will be the same length as this segment down below. Okay, so that's how to use a compass to copy a segment. The third construction we're going to complete is how to construct a perpendicular to a line. So we have this green line going horizontally, and we're going to draw a perpendicular line to that goes through point P. Okay, so we're going to use a compass again. I'm going to take my compass, line it up on point P, and extend it out, and construct this arc going through the line. Now we can label these points. We'll label this intersection A and this intersection point B. So now we have to take our compass, line it up on each of these intersections. I'm going to extend it out, and now we have to, that's probably not going to work, we have to extend it out further, construct this arc. Using that same distance, I'm going to move over here to the other point of intersection. Now rotate this over, construct that arc with the same radius as the one we did when we were on vertex A. So now we need to construct a line that goes through point P and that intersection we had from those two arcs, and now that would be a perpendicular line to the green line. So this would be a right angle that is formed. So that's how to construct a perpendicular to a line with a compass. The fourth construction is going to be how to copy an angle. So if we have the angle to the left, we're going to copy that same angle over to the right using a compass. Okay, so I'm going to put my compass over here on the first angle we're going to copy, extend it out, and construct an arc. Using that same radius, I'm going to go to the vertex over here and construct an arc with the same radius. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the first angle, put my arc on one of these points of intersection, and rotate this around, if I can get this to line up, and extend this out so that we get this distance here. Now I'm going to go put that same radius over here, and I need to construct an arc. Now you can see we have this point of intersection, so if I construct a line going from the vertex through that intersection point, now we have an angle that is the same value congruent to our first angle. So this is how to use a compass to copy an angle. The final construction is going to be how to construct a parallel line that goes through a given point. So we have the green line that we're going to construct a line parallel to and go through point P. First thing I need to do is construct a ray that goes from our given line through point P. Alright, so we have this given ray. Now I'm going to use my compass, move it over onto that vertex, that intersection, extend out, and construct an arc. Using that same radius, I'm going to move and construct an arc that goes through point P. Now I'm going to move my compass back down to this intersection point, rotate my compass around, and measure the distance from this point of intersection and this point of intersection. Using that same distance, move the compass over to our point of intersection up here and construct an arc going through the other arc. So now if I construct a line that goes through point P and that intersection, this purple line will be parallel to the green line we started with. So this is a construction how to use a compass to construct a line parallel to another line going through a given point. So we went through 5 different constructions. Make sure you have a good understanding. We'll have some practice. You can go through this during class. Make sure you go back and understand the steps to each of these constructions.